What is up, my fellow people from the YouTubes? It is me, Norlo Bomber, and today I have some very interesting news for everybody. So, first off, I'd like to say it's 11:52 right now, and I'm about to lose an hour of sleep because of daylight savings. But you know what? I just saw the movie Logan. Great movie, by the way. I saw this on KH13, and I just had to make a video about this. So recently there is a Kingdom Hearts orchestra. There was a world tour for the Kingdom Hearts orchestra, and kind of like what happened last year, or not last year, but during the summer with Naminé's voice actor and Terra's voice actor, where they released some, some pivotal plot points, or not pivotal plot points, but they released some of the backstory to Kingdom Hearts 2.8. We have the voice actor for Kairi and Shion by the name of Rise Uchida, who showed up at the orchestra and performed some of her lines on stage, and as well as the voice actor for Aqua, who is Megumi Toyoguchi, but her lines were not yet released, they were not yet translated, so I will only be providing the translations for the quotes from the voice actor for Kairi and Shion. This is all canon backstory for Kingdom Hearts 3, some decent lines and everything. So I will be going through each line and trying to analyze them. So I'm going to start with the quotes from Kairi. Starting with Kairi, she says, "I didn't notify you, but you might have already heard from Yen Sid-sama. I've come to train to become a Keyblade wielder. Until now, I've only been waiting for you guys to come back from your journey. Maybe with this, I can at least help out a little. The magician Merlin-sama can use magic that surpasses time. Here, we can forget about the flow of time. Isn't it great?" So I'm assuming those first two sections, the first one, she's definitely telling Sora about what she is going to do, because Sora has not yet learned what is happening. So Sora has probably come back and gained some of his power, gained some of the power that Yensid required him to get, going to Olympus Coliseum and everything. And maybe, I guess at this point, maybe he's become a Keyblade Master. I don't know. But for the second section, let me read through it again. The magician Merlin-sama can use magic that surpasses time. Here we can forget about the flow of time. Isn't it great? Maybe she's... I don't know who she could be talking to, because she says here as if she is in Radiant Garden with Merlin, but this does help reveal what happened with Lee in Dream Drop Distance, and what is going to be happening with Lee in Kingdom Hearts 3 along with Kairi. Merlin is going to use magic that compresses time, sort of like the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. They're going to be training and not worry about how long it's going to take. So yeah, Merlin's going to compress time, allowing them to train and train and train, and by the time they'll be done compressing time, they will be very strong Keyblade wielders. She also says, "Lee's training with me. He apologized to me over and over again. It's alright, I'd say. But he keep on apologizing." So I think she's still talking to Sora. I don't know, maybe they're all in Radiant Garden, and she's telling Sora that Lee is also training to become a Keyblade wielder, which Sora already knows, and apologizing over and over again. They're talking about when Axel sort of kidnapped her. And the next two lines, they're clearly separate. So clearly Sora says something to her that warrants the response. It's alright, I'd say, but he'd keep on apologizing. So I don't know. The next section says, "At first I was a bit scared, but as we trained together, we started talking to each other. I found out Lee also has a best friend he wants to save. I felt like he's not a person I could bring myself to hate." So clearly this is happening after some of the training, or maybe all of her training as a Keyblade wielder, and she's clearly already started training with Lee and everything. And this line, "I found out Lee also has a best friend that he wants to save." Is she talking about a situation that's happening currently? I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe, but again, we don't know. This is only backstory to Kingdom Hearts 3, and we won't know until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. But yeah. And she's sort of opening up herself to, you know, this guy isn't really as bad as I originally thought. Because while he did kidnap me and hurt me and try to hurt you, Sora, he in the end redeemed himself. So next section, sometimes he'd stare at my face, so I'd ask him what's wrong. I don't know, but I feel like it's something I must recall, he'd say. And this is an obvious reference to Xion, because Xion looks exactly like Kairi but with black hair. So yeah, or at least when Axel and Roxas looked at her. The next section says, your journey is a journey that will help many people, and the people you'll meet from now on. I have a feeling these people you meet will also need your help. So I think Kairi's sort of giving more encouragement to Sora and everything, and talking about the purpose of what he is doing. Here's the last section for Kairi. The journey might be hard, but please stay as the cheerful and bright Sora I know, because your smile will save many hearts. So Kairi moment right there. But yeah, I think Sora may be down in a rut. You know, this is Kingdom Hearts 3. In Kingdom Hearts 2, he was in a couple of depressing situations. So I imagine he'll be in a few depressing situations in Kingdom Hearts 3. But again, we don't know what's going on. So that's it for Kairi. But here are the sections for Xion. They're shorter, but Xion is definitely making an appearance. Sorry, I have a super dry throat, so sorry if I cough a little. Sorry. But here's the first section for Xion. On the day you first called my name, it made me feel like I had a heart. If I hadn't met the two of you, I wonder how my every day would have been. So clearly she's talking to either Roxas or Axel, or maybe to herself, while maybe addressing Axel or Roxas. And you know, she's talking about, you know, how those two were the only people she ever had in the organization. She also says, day by day, repeating the days which were the same as every other. Even so, the red setting sun, the taste of ice cream, those days where nothing happened were the most precious to me. She's of course, this is obvious. She's reminiscing about her time in the organization, how she spent practically every day with Roxas and Axel eating sea salt ice cream. She also says, all of it is my treasure. She says these lines, thank you for calling out my name. Thank you for inviting me to the clock tower. Thank you for picking up shells for me. Thank you for coming to bring me back. Thank you for letting me be your friend. So, you know, it's really hard to tell who she's talking to. I think she may be talking to both Axel and Roxas, or I say Lee and Roxas, because when it refers to calling out her name, bringing her to the clock tower, and bringing shells, and letting her be their friend, that's obviously Roxas, because Roxas was the first one to call it to her between her two friends. Roxas was the one who invited her to the clock tower to eat sea salt ice cream, and Roxas was the one who picked up shells for her and brought her to her room while she was unconscious. And of course, letting her be her friend, that's sort of obvious. But, you know, the coming to bring her back could also be Roxas, but I think that's Axel more, since he was sent more to do that job by Xemnas. The last two lines were, I wish those same old days could have continued on longer. We wanted to go to the sea. It's obviously a reference to how during the event over 2 days, Roxas, Axel, and Shion all talked about we should all go to the beach and everything on their next vacation or something. Something around those. Um, the lines for Aqua have not been translated. I will be doing a video for that separately when it comes out. But so far, that's it. But yeah, this is very awesome. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you rate, comment, subscribe. This has been Nora Little Bomber, and I'm out.